Awesome. Thank you so much, Ron, for that, for the introduction and for the, this great opportunity to share some thoughts about generative AI, which is, it's a super trendy, and every organization in the world is practically using it. Quick question: can everybody see my slideshow and hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can see you fine. Joseph and others, if you could just quickly, some of you like put in the chat. Okay, good. Sam says it's good. I think we're all good.
All right, awesome. All right, so just a bit about me. My name is Edgar Parra. I'm a senior cloud solution architect working at Microsoft, especially in cybersecurity. My LinkedIn profile is there for, if people want to connect, share ideas, or inquire a bit more about this incredible platform or new technology. Well, not new technology, but technology that is heavily used for the past couple of years and is going to keep growing. Feel free to contact me or connect with me on my LinkedIn. I've been working in the industry for the past 27 years, focusing mostly at the beginning, operating systems, infrastructure, monitoring, virtualization, and a good amount of time since 10 years or so, security. So super excited to be here and have this a brief chat with the audience here. I'm going to move to the next slide. AI. Basically, AI is reshaping business today. The passion and speed that this innovation is happening is awe-inspiring. I mean, it's the stuff of science fiction. It's things that we never dreamed before possible, but they're developing right now. One of the things that were up to pivotal change in making that happening was the coming of cloud computing. Having all the cloud computing power that I was capable now being able to process, digest, and generate outcomes of these AI machine learning models that were massive. Now we have the possibility to do that. That's why AI has been so uptrend and be in so much rapid adoption in recent years, because cloud computing allowed that change to happen, that paradigm to happen. For example, in healthcare, when you were diagnosed, with a disease, right? Your life changed forever in an instant. Might be a cancer or some of those diseases that obviously nobody wants in their body. Getting to diagnosis is critical. So imagine a more faster and accurate diagnosis and treatment, right? I mean, AI having all that smarts and all the models trained specifically for those kind of situations or scenarios is what allows the doctors and the medical field in general to provide a more accurate treatment and faster diagnosis, which is what you want, right? Especially in a scenario like that. So just to give you an example how AI is reshaping the industry today, not only cybersecurity, but in general. Every individual, every team, every industry has been touched in a way or form by AI. And that's why we're here today. 1 billion plus people have used LLMs or large language models in a way, even using a building app that they can download for the App Store, or even if it's something that it was built and trained in-house, for example, using OpenAI services from the different cloud providers that we have in the market. And it was a breakthrough, right? Having that capability, having massified AI as never before is something, it is the right time to be in the industry because we're witnessing a change like the internet did, for many people in the 90s, right? When the internet came out, it was a breakthrough. It was something that it was deemed stuff of science fiction as well. AI is in a similar place. For me, being part of the industry, and many of the people on this call, is a privilege to be in the industry at the moment, because we're witnessing history as it's happening. It is simply incredible, but like with any new technology or platform that gets developed or put into practice, there's always malicious actors happening in the back end, and malicious actors trying to take advantage of that to make it work to their own advantage. And unfortunately, it's a reality, that we live in cybersecurity. Every new product that needs to come out needs to have guidance. They have some security guardrails using responsible AI in this particular case. And Microsoft is one of the first providers who delivers end-to-end and comprehensive security for AI, for both pre-built and custom-built AI applications. We believe that AI transformation requires security transformation as well, so organizations can build and use secure, safe, and trustworthy AI. The last thing you want is an AI application that can, have holes, and people can, use that as an advantage to extract information or inject malicious prompts in your application, for example. I mean, that's obviously not a place where you want to be as an organization. That's why delivering overall secure and governed AI, as you can see in this diagram, it covers all the aspects, a high level of organization and platform: data security compliance, threat protection, security posture, safety systems, endpoint management, identity and access management, and app governance. This is encompassed with responsible AI and generative AI platform allows us to provide a framework that customers can use, to improve their security posture in a way as well, train their new team members in the SOC, for example, if they're coming new to the team, using these kind of platforms that I'm going to delve into in a second, allows that capability and that access to learn faster and in a simpler way that everybody can understand. You use your natural language. You don't need to use fancy terms or different specific words. Using your natural language as you normally speak, that is enough to allow this kind of a framework and platform to operate properly. And as you can see, it's also encompassed in zero trust, right? All the pillars that we see here are part of the zero trust pillars: infrastructure, applications, network, identities, device management, etc. Another thing that AI allows is a shift, right, in the paradigm. So how do we tip the scales so organizations can take advantage of this? How do we scale humans more effectively and utilize them more strategically? The answer is we need a complete change, right? A shift. Human ingenuity, right, and curiosity and expertise will always be an irreplaceable component of defense, because we as humans sometimes can see something that machines can't. That's why it's important to work, in tandem and, leveraging these technologies to take the most advantage of it, and obviously keeping a more secure organization. Technology that can work alongside us, detect hidden patterns at massive scale and behaviors, and inform response at machine speed with the latest and most advanced security practices. This is the place that you want to be, especially with using AI to transform your cybersecurity model, right, in your organization. Beyond AI, Microsoft is uniquely positioned to lead this paradigm shift due to our robust security solution portfolio and the many aspects in how we approach security in general. We see security as every aspect of an organization needs to have a security component on it. That's why we always focus in every engagement with the customers, even if it is something that is not related to security, security is a component that has to be there. So defenders, as we like to call, people who are in cybersecurity working and protecting organizations, we call these guys and these teams defenders. These guys and ladies, of course, called defenders. And we need a new approach. Complex tool set makes it difficult to try to triage or analyze a problem. Posture drift. In time, you might be okay. You have a security posture, but that tends to drift over time because security challenges, new threats that are coming every single second of the day. Sophisticated attack techniques. I mean, every single day we see a new technique developing, how to take advantage of an exploit, of a buffer overrun, or a vulnerability in an operating system. Disconnected processes, that's another one. You have organizations working in silos. That can be an avenue or a path, for attackers to penetrate an organization, because having communication between organizations or teams within an organization is vital for security to be the priority, right? And top of minds of everybody. Shortage of talents of expertise is another one. Believe it or not, there's a huge shortage of skilled talent, people that can work in cybersecurity, or inefficient collaboration, right? We have people that, teams that are not collaborating between each other, so there are gaps in the knowledge that each can share with each other. This is why this particular tool that probably most people in the audience have seen before, have heard before, Microsoft CoPilot for Security is the first generative AI security product to help defend organizations at the speed and scale of AI. When it was launched last year, the excitement has been unprecedented. We launched it in general availability in April 1st this year. And it has been an incredible rate of adoption for organizations, because it combines the most advanced GPT-4 model from OpenAI with a Microsoft developed AI orchestration. What this means? It means it's not your normal GPT model you can use online. It's a specific model trained in security to provide these insights and smarts every time you ask a question to the tool. This can help security analysts and IT professionals be more effective and efficient on all the roles they play. Even if it is a SOC analyst, if you need to provide a summary to an executive or a manager, this tool can help provide those insights and output or input to those teams. It also supports the workflows and teams you collaborate with to solve security challenges, especially the previous slide that I was talking about. When you have gaps in the knowledge between teams, this can help bridge that gap as well. Most importantly, this platform, this tool is grounded in responsible AI principles. We believe that the development and deployment of AI must be guided by the creation of an ethical framework, right? There are 6 core principles that should guide our work around AI: privacy and security, inclusiveness, accountability, transparency, fairness, reliability, and safety. Those are the core principles. Sometimes it's not enough to define those principles. We need to operationalize them at scale. So that's why we focus on key areas to help put these principles into action. First, you need governance, right? What's going to be the framework that's going to be ruling how the tool, the platform operates. And you need the rules to standardize these AI requirements, right? You need to, as part of your design, you need to define what teams are going to be interacting with which, what platforms are going to be using to enrich CoPilot for security. And third, obviously, training and best practices as well. And obviously, we can help, with all these areas in particular in guiding organizations how to embrace the AI responsible AI principles in the day-to-day activities, especially with dealing with security operation tools like CoPilot for Security. This special slide that I'm showing here, it actually showcases how CoPilot for Security embraces, and comprises every single aspect of the security platform that we offer as a holistic view in an integrated platform that can provide a great story of when something goes bad, right? Something goes wrong. We are fully embracing generative AI with CoPilot for Security. And as you can see, is at the center of our expansive portfolio of products. As I mentioned earlier, it's a unique position to lead the shift in AI and security, not just because of our investments in generative AI, but also because of the robust portfolio of security solutions, covering from the Defender suite of products to Sentinel, to Microsoft Entra ID, Intune, Microsoft Purview, and also Defender for Cloud and Defender for Threat Intelligence and Security Express as well. All these areas can be orchestrated and accessed by CoPilot for Security to be able to provide great insights, especially with analyzing incidents or security problems in general. Now, I want to switch gears a bit, mindful of time. CoPilot for Security it comes in two presentations. You have the standalone experience or the embedded experience. I'm going to show a brief examples of how those are presented when you enable the platform on your Azure tenant. The standalone experience basically is a separate portal where you can ask prompts to CoPilot for Security. Behind the scenes, CoPilot for Security has access to internally to your platform, Sentinel, Defender suite of products, Entra ID, Intune, etc. There are different plugins that CoPilot for Security uses for this. That's a method or way how CoPilot for Security access this information using the access that you have as a user to the platform, to those platforms, sorry. That's the access that you're going to get to query or access this information. For example, if you're a security analyst, but you don't have access, say, to Sentinel data, if you ask a question to CoPilot for Security that pertains Sentinel, CoPilot for Security is not going to be able to access that information because you as an admin or a SOC analyst don't have access to it. That's in a nutshell, it's like the role-based access control model that we have for the platform. Is very, I will say, it's in a more simplistic way that I'm mentioning here. This allows rapid investigation response, scale visibility, faster troubleshooting, because as you keep asking prompts or questions to CoPilot for Security, he's going to be providing outputs and actually is going to give you meaningful information based on your prompts. In advanced skills, right? Like I mentioned before, you have a new analyst joining your team, and you want them to be starting working with the tools they're going to be using as being a SOC analyst. CoPilot for Security provides a great framework of training because it's going to be providing access to that new SOC analyst to ask questions as he or she would normally do. This is very similar to, but I want to show, this is a short video. Let me, hopefully will work as expected. Let me just start it. This what you're seeing here is the standalone experience. As you can see, you're asking for incidents. Can you summarize me the incidents number 29088 that is contained in this workspace? As you can see, it provides a very detailed account of activities or information that is pertaining to that particular incident. And then you can keep asking more questions. Can you elaborate a bit more? I mean, what are the entities that were involved in this incident? And as you can see, one of the parts that it does is that happened really fast in this demo, and start using plugins. Okay, since it's asking me for entities, I need to check the device IP. That means I need to maybe access Intune to get that information. And that's how the plugin orchestration happens behind the scenes after you ask a prompt. As you can see, it provides a great deal of information just for this particular incident. It gave me the OS family version, when was the last time this device was seen online, what external IP address was used to maybe exploratory data, and another threat indicators as well, and also information about the device itself. So the standalone experience is this. It's basically a portal that you access once you enable CoPilot for Security in your tenant. And the second you enable it, you can start using it, connecting the plugins of the products that you have, like Defender, Sentinel, Entra ID, Intune, etc., and start asking prompts. And the key part with CoPilot for Security is asking meaningful prompts. Treat CoPilot for Security like it is your friend. Don't treat CoPilot for Security, oh, CoPilot for Security, can you elaborate on this more? As you can see in the prompts, for instance, this one, says, can you elaborate more on this? You address CoPilot for security as it is someone you're talking to, because that allows the platform to operate more fluidly when you keep asking questions or prompts. And it's not shown here, but you can ask for an executive summary report, and it generates a summary report that you can export as a PDF or a Word document, and you can share that with your teams or with your executives, your executive management team as well. That was CoPilot for security, the embedded experience. So let me switch to a standalone experience. This is the embedded. For that, I don't have a short video, but these are pretty much screenshots. The embedded experience means that, for example, if you're using Sentinel, right, or Defender in this case, when you select an incident or an alert, you will see this additional flyout blade showing up and say, oh, okay, here's a query to search the other connection attempts from IOCs associated with this device. Excuse me, or with this particular incident that I'm investigating. As you can see, it provides, you can ask KQL queries. Oh, can I have a KQL to let me know what's the latest, what's the Defender version that this device is running? Queries like that can be performed in the platform. And Intune is great because if you're creating a new policy or configuration profile, you can ask CoPilot for security, is this policy that I'm creating colliding or conflicting with another policy that I have created already? And CoPilot for security can tell you, no, you're good to go, or say, well, it's conflicting with these policy that I detected part of your Intune deployment. In Entra, signing logos, audit signings, risky signings, that kind of information is available for people to query.
Hey, Edgar?
Yes.
We're about out of time, so if you could
Yes.
summarize, that would be great.
Yep, I'm almost there, Ron. This is just customer feedback very quickly. People are loving the experience, especially one of the features I love the most is the reverse script analysis. If an incident detected a set of scripts that were used to for malicious purposes, CoPilot for security can do reverse engineering and give you an outline of what section of the scripts are doing. This is a great feature. Most people in the SOC love this feature because it saves them a lot of time. And in summarizing incident, that's another great one. Thank you for the time, team. This is a short period of time. I know it was a nutshell about CoPilot for security and generative AI. Here, I'm sharing some great resources for you to investigate and explore. I invite you to explore this resource that I'm sharing here. And please, if you want to know a bit more or you want to contact me, my LinkedIn details are there. And with that, pretty much, yeah, thank you, everybody, for the time today.